Y'all, so I am legit laying here waiting for I had prejudging this morning on my bodybuilding show. All right. And I'm legit waiting here for finals in another 3 hours. So the way it works is, they judge you in the morning and then you come back for finals and you get placed. My mustache is messed up if you're watching this. I got to put some more gel up in this sucker. If you're listening to this, I've got like a curly mustache for the stage and it takes like a wax gel and like it started separating. Anyways, so today's show is about how bodybuilding is tied in to real estate success, business, all that stuff. And some of you might roll your eyes and be like, oh, whatever, turn it off. Trust me, you want to hear this, all right? Because I'm just like, I would say a regular dude, right? And there's a lesson to learn about this. But I guess I'm not a regular dude because I have this drive about me. And I think if you're listening to this or watching this, if you're watching this, I'm like on a green tan ass pillow and laying down. But anyways, if you're listening to this, I think you have the same drive or want the same drive. You want more. I think a lot of us want more, but we don't know what that looks like, right? We don't even know where to start. Like, what is more, right? And I think to define that, it would be like, you got to figure out what you want, right? And I know as cliche as that sounds, it's the truth. And you can start small, right? I want X, and so I've got to do Y, or, whatever. Like me, that's changed over time. I'm sure with you, it's the same thing. These things change over time, right? And I want, right now, 10 mobile home parks that are 100 plus units, right? That's my want right now, and that'll keep growing. Before it was a certain amount of houses or a certain amount of revenue or a certain amount of this, right? And that's just where I'm at in the stage of my life, right? Because I want more, I don't know, I want more monthly income. I think a lot of people do, and I want my net worth to grow. So, like, I have a few things that I won't, settle on. Like, I won't do anything that isn't going to grow my net worth business-wise. All right, so back to my point is like bodybuilding is all about delayed gratification. All right, like you prep, meaning you eat reduced calorie meals, do cardio, do very uncomfortable things like long, workouts, cardio, calorie restriction, and it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable, or very uncomfortable. And you do this for like 4 to 6 months at a time. And yeah, you get the bulk after that, but whenever you're bulking, like really competitor wise, competition wise, you're not just eating like you would think, like, I don't know, just fast food all the time. It's like controlled, right? It's a lot of food, but it's a lot of good food, right? And what I mean by good food is quality. You're not out there just eating burgers and crap. So it's all just delayed gratification, whether you're bulking, shredding, whatever. And that's kind of why I'm drawn to bodybuilding. I'm drawn to things that have a long feedback loop, right? It's like, I think when I was younger, I chased a lot of short feedback loops, meaning I wanted the quick cash, the quick money. I did businesses that I could get quick money. Hell, I'd make $1,000 a day just selling scrap iron that I got for free from people, just because I wanted that quick money. I'd wholesale houses because I want that quick money, right? And then one day, it took me a long time to realize this. I was like, I'm only going to do the things that take a while to get the money, right? And what I mean is, like, the bigger the job, the bigger the payoff. And then I just said, you know what? I tried this a lot of times. I was like, because I was already buying parks when I was doing houses. I had a lot of experience because I had bought parks, flipped parks. I loved it, but I always told myself, this is all I'm going to do. I'd flip a park and make 250 G's, right? Yeah, it'd take me a year or two. But then I'd like flip a house and make 20 G's. Like, and it takes several months, headache, managing, all the stuff, right? I'd make cash flow on parks in the meantime. Like, and I was like, this is all I'm going to do. Well, getting a park at a good deal takes a while a lot of times. It's the same process, but like you might not get one for 3 months, 6 months, and then you got to do the thing, and you don't get paid for a longer period of time, but the payday is a lot more, All right, so that's the delayed gratification. It's like now I did that. I made that decision, and it was the best thing I ever did because opportunities came out of that, right? Like it's like I bought, like say I bought a big park and then I bought parks and then I got a name. I was borrowing money, getting money from people, getting a name, a track record. And I had a track record in single family. But they're like, this guy's a good operator. We want to be in business with this guy, right? And then like I get these parks now with little to no money out of my pocket, and because I'm the GP, I'm the operator. But so we'll buy these parks and then I'll operate them. Well, I'm not just getting this cash, this monthly cash that comes in each month. It goes into the account, right? Into our park account. So people are like, oh, you get all that monthly income. I don't touch any of it, right? Usually there's a pref, like people all get paid at different times, and it doesn't start right away. So it's like, how do you get paid? Well, it's like, okay, I have to infill these parks, so I get paid like acquisitions fees for infilling. I'll get paid dispo fees for like rent to owning the units. I'll get paid, like I do all the projects. Like I've got these little drips all over the place, and I'm building my net worth. I'm getting cash flow, right, from these drips that I'm actively participating in. And then one day, all these parks, I'm going to be taking dividends, right, from all these parks. And it's all going to be worth it. And by the way, it's already all worth it. You know why? It's because it's my vision, my goal, and I don't accept anything else. Every day I work towards that, every single day. And it's like in bodybuilding, I do the same thing, right? I eat the same things every day. I follow the same plan. I make the same tweaks. I go to the gym. I do my same splits based on what my goal is, right? If I'm shredding, that's the goal. I, have to do things that only align with that goal. If I'm bulking, only things that align with that goal. Are my weights moving up? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Everything's got its place, right? This show, like, it took me a year to get here. 1 year of delayed gratification to go compete for 2 minutes on stage. 1 year. And I had a show last week, and I do two of the same shows every year until I go pro. And then we'll figure out the schedule then. I'll go compete in Austin because it's the best show. It's the best show you can go to besides nationals, in my opinion. So I get really good feedback because they have Olympia coaches there. They have top coaches in the world in Austin, Texas at this event every year. So I go, right? And I prepared all year. I bulked, I shredded, and it's not easy. And I didn't do so hot in Austin. And then I come to Pittsburgh the next week because that's my kind of trial show just to get warm-up show. And I crush in Pittsburgh, because I take the judges' feedback. And I go to hell week when I get to Pittsburgh, right? 3 days, I freaking hit. This is what I did, no lie. I did cardio. I get up in the morning, I get on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and then I do directly after that, I get on the bike for 45 minutes and keep my heart rate up the whole time. Imagine that. I've done 75 minutes of cardio, then I'll work out for 30, 45 minutes, and then I'll go to the sauna for 30 minutes, right? I did that every day for 3 days, and I lost 9 pounds in 3 days because that's what the judges told me I needed to do. Oh, and I ran 2 miles each day through outside in the heat. Like I needed to drop the water weight they said that I had, and I did. And that's delayed gratification, right? All of that stuff. So like, I think everybody could benefit from having that outlook. It's like when I had a job, W-2, all right, I had my own business before I had a job, and I left my business, which I was young and dumb. I should have kept doing it because I was making good money, but I didn't realize what I was doing, right? You don't know what you don't know. And I got a lot of experience. Anyways, the company was like, hey, we want to hire you. And nobody would hire me when I was a kid because I was in a lot of trouble, right, for stuff. But anyways, I was like, y'all would hire me as an oil field company. And I already had my own business. I'm making $1,000 a day. And I'm like, cool, how much we pay? They're like $10 an hour. And I was like, how many hours? They're like, as many as you want. I was like, cool. I didn't ask another question. I put my head down. I went to work. I ended up being the vice president of that company. I never asked how much can you give me? Can I get raises? Can I do all? I was the hardest worker, and I still like have that work ethic with everything I do. It's not like, what can you do for me? It's like, what can I do for you, and how much can I do of it, right? How badass can I be? I don't care how long it takes me. Just like in bodybuilding, I've been competing 6 years. I don't have my pro card yet, right? I'm gonna get it one day. I don't care when that is, because I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna keep delaying the gratification. And guess what? When I hit that mountaintop and get the pro card, meaning I'm a professional bodybuilder, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna raise the bar, and I'm still gonna delay the next gratification, right? Which is the next goal, which any kind of goal we have, like, requires some sort of, and when I say this, I don't mean you have to put yourself through absolute hell, but it requires you to be a different version of yourself. I almost said it requires sacrifice, but that's, I don't like framing things that way, because I'm all about alignment, and call it what you want, but I think we need to be aligned with our goal, right? Like, imagine you're driving down the road in a car, right? And you veer off a little bit and you hit the rumble strips. That's you getting out of alignment, doing things that aren't towards your goal, right? Like, if you want to be the best whatever, and you get this other opportunity to do something way out of the ordinary, you're hitting the rumble strips. That's your warning. Like, stay in your lane. Like, you see your goal, go to your goal. Everything else is no. You say no. I don't care, right? I got a buddy that, he's been wanting to be he's been wanting to be a nurse forever, right? And since we were kids, that was like his dream. And we both went in the oil field together. And I ended up being the vice president. I quit, opened my own company, because I didn't want that life anymore. And he's still there, and we talk all the time. And he's like, I still want to be that. And I'm like, bro, go quit and go do it. He's like, but I have all these bills. And I'm like, I don't care. He's like, I do. I'm like, bro, like, just do what you want to do, right? That's what you want, go do it. Go grab it. It's as easy as that. There's no excuses. You want to be a badass real estate investor, go do it. All right? If you want anything you want. So, like, these tiny homes we buy, there's systems, there's processes, right? There's delayed gratification with that. All that stuff, man. Like, we're building right now, and it's all just compounding. There's a compounding effect with every single thing you do. So I know this thing was a bit philosophical. It's a little outside the norm on our real estate stuff, but it's all aligned. And I hope you got something out of the day. My name's Travis Wells, the Property Profits Podcast. Britt's actually about to walk up the stairs right now from doing cardio. That's why I'm shutting this off. And y'all have a good one. Follow us on socials. Refer this to a friend. If you like this type of episode, let me know. I'll do some more of these. Until next time.